If you think you can watch the videos on this list without getting scared, frankly, you are mistaken. Let's see who is right. And now let's move on to the videos. The man pulled over, thinking his car wasn't working, and opened the door. He started inspecting the underside of his car. However, what was causing the issue with the air conditioning was not a malfunction at all. A large snake had entered the area where the air conditioning unit was, and the only way to remove it was by grabbing the snake. The man spent nearly 2 minutes trying to get the snake out of there. Considering that the snake didn't move much after coming out, it's safe to say that the snake was not happy to be there and was quite exhausted. If your car ever breaks down one day and you suspect there's any issue, I suggest thoroughly checking the underside of the car. After all, you might encounter a snake like this. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like button and share any details you notice or any questions that come to mind in the comments with me and everyone else. A YouTuber named Tret discovered a horrifying place in his home country, Russia. In the middle of the forest, there was a trench-like area covered with boards on the ground. Upon hearing strange noises coming from there, the YouTuber began to approach the area with his camera in hand. After a short while, he encountered something chilling. This entity didn't resemble a human much, especially when you looked closely at its eyes. If this video is not staged, Tretty could have come across a new species of animal or a less innocent being. What do you think encountering this entity meant? This mysterious incident seems to require further investigation and explanation. Yes, it may not be possible to understand the video you are about to watch just by looking at the footage alone. A YouTuber named Flair and his friend went on a fishing trip. However, the sky started to darken, rain began to fall, and lightning started to strike. Nevertheless, the YouTuber continued to enjoy fishing in the lake until something eerie happened. In this summary, we tried to outline an incident experienced by a YouTuber and his friend. When the weather conditions deteriorated significantly, a lightning bolt struck where their fishing rod was, and the two friends witnessed this event. One of them then jumped into the water to try to secure the boat to the shore. However, entering the water in such weather conditions was quite dangerous. In the end, everything seems to be fine before they posted the video on YouTube, and both of them appear to have survived the situation. Do you think what these two friends did was foolish? This YouTuber goes to an abandoned place in India to investigate paranormal locations. The video lasts 6 minutes and 30 seconds, but at one point in the video, there's a shadow-like figure that appears for a few seconds. However, upon closer inspection, you can see someone walking in front of the light just as the shadow forms. So, this thing may not be a ghost. It could just be the shadow of that person. However, when they go outside and shine the light into the windows, there appears to be a lot of flesh inside a water pool. The same thing happens when they shine the light in there before. This thing could be haunted by a genie or a ghost. It could be something else, but if the video is genuine, what you see in the window could also be just a person wearing a costume. You saw it too. Which of these possibilities do you think it was? And the creepy thing in this video is not a shadow or silhouette. What is captured on camera in this video is a flying costume. They are following the costume, but they can't see anything. Although they may not notice it at that moment, you can barely see someone's head standing there at the 13th second of the video. You can pause the video and look closely. Do you think this was something ordinary? A man living in a rural area believes that something is following him in his backyard and starts recording with his camera. After some time, a tall and bizarre-looking entity emerges among the trees. While this entity appears somewhat like a standing horse in its posture, it was definitely not a horse or any other known animal. At least I haven't encountered such an animal before. I'm sure it wasn't an optical illusion caused by light reflections. When we look at it closely, we can see it much more clearly. Due to the creature's rapid movement, we didn't have the chance to observe other details. It's truly intriguing. Do you think this was an animal, a creature, or something entirely different? Twitter user Jaron Mala claimed that they started turning their car's headlights on and off while it was parked. They alleged seeing strange things in the car across from them. I don't know what it could be. It might be a jacket or something else. However, when they continued flashing the headlights even though there was no one inside the car, the thing on the other side was no longer visible. Was this an optical illusion? Or was there someone inside the car playing a prank on Jaron Mala and their friends? Which of these scenarios do you think could be true? I'm a YouTuber called Single Trump, and my friend Tom and I decided to go on a ghost hunt in Indonesia. We wanted to explore an old school, but to get there, we had to pass through some terrifying forests. As we hurried along, we had to cross a rickety bridge. Eventually, we found ourselves inside the school. At first, everything seemed quite ordinary, but strange occurrences started to manifest. We felt as if there was someone else besides us. One comment mentioned a shadowy figure standing around the outside door. In my opinion, that shadow was nothing more than the YouTuber's reflection, but those who wanted a paranormal explanation might think differently. Additionally, someone thought a nut was thrown behind them, but when they turned around, they saw that the nut was not there.
Tom?
No matter where they looked, this nut was nowhere to be seen. They began to explore the school to find out where it had gone, and at the same time, there was a third person there.
Okay, we might gonna record here, I think. Can you do it with your phone? Record.
They were singing in Japanese, and the sound seemed as if it were taken from a song. Do you think this sound was added later as a montage, or was this video really a non-fictional paranormal experience? The restaurant named Green Gables is located in Jennerstown, Pennsylvania, and the building is approximately 100 years old. Workers who used to keep watch around the restaurant claimed that the building was haunted. However, they couldn't provide any evidence to support their claims. But one night, when strange events occurred again, a worker turned on his camera.
Like it's, I can't even describe what it feels like right now. Like this is just, what is that? Nope, 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 nope.
In the footage captured by the camera, the worker saw the statue inside the restaurant leaning towards its waist. This image didn't seem like an ordinary lighting trick, and it wasn't the first strange incident in the building. Therefore, could the worker's claims really be a paranormal experience, or was it just a kind of fictional story? This worker later quit his job, but before leaving, he shared another image online to determine whether there was any wear or damage to the statue due to this incident. The decision is yours. Fun moments with Diamond Rogerson, a YouTuber, and his dog. While spending time with his dog, suddenly, a person appears at the window. This person looks like a neighbor but prefers to peer inside rather than knocking on the door. The neighbors think this person might be mentally challenged because despite the snowy and cold outside, he came topless. The YouTuber and his friend start chasing him, but they can't get the man to leave. Somehow, the man manages to camouflage himself. Then an idea strikes their friend inside. They get a bucket from inside, fill it with water, and bring it out. Holding the bucket, they pour water on the ground, and their strange neighbor emerges from his hiding place. It's odd that their neighbor knew how to hide without ever being seen under the snow. Moreover, going outside without proper clothing in the cold weather is strange. Instead of knocking on the door, he chose to watch them oddly and laugh. In short, this video is filled with both strange and fun moments, and they might have caught a cold. The footage was recorded in Texas. While traveling in their car, this family saw a rather intriguing sight in the window of a house. This thing didn't resemble a human. It could be a ghost, of course, but I think it could also be an inanimate mannequin or some sort of setup by someone to scare passers-by. If the intention was to do so, I can say it really worked. However, One of the most perplexing videos on this list is this one. In the video, a creepy goat stands on two legs, gazing forward with bead-like black eyes. This video was shared on the Reddit platform. In the initial parts of the video, viewers are trying to determine whether the goat is a real animal or just a sculpture. However, at the 9th second of the video, the goat's eyes and ears start to move slightly. It's quite challenging to discern whether this is a genuinely trained and eerie goat or simply a sculpture. Which of these two options do you think was real? This photo was taken in a holiday resort near Amsterdam in July 2017. At first glance, it appears to be a normal photograph, but as you zoom in, a creepy face emerges. The person's skin color, eyes, and mouth structure seem quite strange. Some think it's just an ordinary person with their eyes squinted due to the sun, while others believe this person is far from normal. Some even liken this person to a character from a horror movie. Despite my efforts to find video recordings of this incident, I could only locate this photograph. Was the figure standing there a normal person, or was it indeed a claimed entity with something inside it? Between these two possibilities, which one do you lean towards? Two airplanes were flying very close to each other for a reason we didn't know. I don't think this situation was planned because it was quite dangerous. You could even hear passengers on the passenger plane screaming. I've never been on a plane before, but it seems that the two airplanes were very close to each other. You could even see the color of the shirt of the pilot in the other plane. If anyone knows the reason for this situation, please let me know. It didn't seem like an air show. Perhaps some chaos occurred, but I don't know for sure.